Welcome to another live stream. Roll up a power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Let's get it. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Now look, right? This one, talk about this time when I had got a ticket out the hood and I didn't take it. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Truth is, a lot of guys from the hood get this same thing, but most of us don't take it. Tap in, tap the fuck in. I don't know, I guess you could say it's a pride thing, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Tap in, tap the fuck in. I had the ticket out the hood. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, most of us from the street, we get that anyway. But a lot of us will never admit, you know, why we didn't do it. That's just how we is. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Sometimes that offer only comes once in a lifetime. And us as street niggas, we pass it up. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Alright, so let's get it, right? First and foremost, this story is about Jackie. Shout out to Jackie. She taught me a lot within the small amount of time that I had with her. Alright, so look, this how it go. This was 2011. Kara Nelson, what's the deal? So this 2011. I caught my case August of 2011. So I met this woman around like May, June, somewhere around there of 2011. I met her right before I got locked up, right? So the way how it happened was I was on the block. I'm on the block with my homies. At the time, I had weed to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just streets was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I was selling this little weed I had. I'm banging the weed or whatever. Boom. I'm on the block with the homies. We out there kicking it, right? So I got a bag on me. I got a whole book bag full of that shit on me. It was probably like a little under a pound or something. You know what I'm saying? So I had some weight on me. So anyway, I'm out there with the homies. We kicking it, right? Now on the corner house, cause we used to post up on the corner, and on the other corner, you know, right next to us, that corner right next to us, it was a woman that stayed there. But we didn't know her because she already stayed in the house. You know what I'm saying? But it was a woman that lived there at that house. Anyway, she had company this day. You know what I'm saying? Usually she don't have no company at her house. It just be her. She quiet, stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, we on the block, so we know all the neighbors and all of that, you know. And like I said, she was a quiet woman. So, all right, she had company this day, right? Now, the company she had was somebody that had this truck called the Aspen truck. If y'all don't know what the Aspen truck is, go look it up. It's by Chrysler. It's called Chrysler Aspen. It's a big truck. It's kind of like a Navigator. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Chrysler version. Back in that time, them Aspen trucks was hot. You know what I'm saying? They was the hot thing at the time. You know. So anyway, it was an Aspen truck parked right there on the corner, right? So me and the homies, we out there kicking. We like, damn, whoever that is in this truck, they got some money. You know what I'm saying? Because them things was hot at that time. You know what I'm saying? So while we kicking it, this woman come walking out the house. out of that corner house, that woman house. A light skinned lady come walking out. So we all looking, Of course, it was her walking to the car, right? While she walking to the car, niggas nudge me like, dog, go get home. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop. I'm like, all right, So she came walking up. I played it like I was just trying to sell some weed to her. So I get introducing myself to her. I'm telling her that I sell weed. You know what I'm saying? She could take my number, and hit me up, whenever she, want to smoke or whatever the case is. She like, I don't smoke, but I'll take your number. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, cool, So I'm giving her the number. We kicked it real quick. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. Don't even worry about it. And she like, I also got people that smoke too, so I send them your way. But she like, I'm gonna still call you though. I'm like, damn, all right, cool. So she jump in the truck. She go pull off. I'm feeling good. Like, dog, I didn't bag girl with the Aspen truck. We was just talking about this damn truck, and I didn't bag the girl that's driving that bitch. Like, how fucking janky was that? So we kicking it. They like, you got on? Woo. I'm like, nigga, y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we talked our shit. They kept going, right? So, like later, it was either later on that day or the next day. I can't remember exactly, but it was later on that day or the next day. I'm on the block. She called me. Now, on this block that I was on, it was around the corner down the street from my house. You know what I'm saying? Where I was at. But that's another one of our blocks we be on. You know what I'm saying? It was a street called Pearson. I was on Pearson. I'm from Burr Road. Pearson and Burr Road right around the corner from each other. And we all connected. So if we say we on the block, it's either Burr Road or Pearson. We on either one. So anyway, I'm on Pearson, right? She like, where you at? Whoop whoop. I'm like, I'm on the block. She like, oh, okay, I'm out here too. So I'm looking around. I'm over there in the area where I met her at, because I met her on Pearson. Like I said, that was our other block too. So I'm over there looking around. I'm like, I don't see your car. She like, where you at? I'm on the block. She like, what block? I'm like, I'm on Pearson. She like, I'm not on Pearson. I'm like, where you at? She like, I'm on Burr Road. I'm like, what? She like, yeah, I'm on Burr Road. So I can't walk down the side street, Cambridge. It's a side street that connect Pearson to Burr Road. So I can't walk down that side street. I'm looking up the street. Sure enough, her car was parked in front of my house. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go walking down there. While I'm walking down there, I'm thinking in my head, like, how the fuck she know where I live at? You know what I'm saying? And it was just all these thoughts going in my mind while I'm walking up to her. I got about a block walk. You know what I'm saying? So it was all these motherfucking thoughts going through my mind with seeing her truck in front of my house. And we just met. And I ain't talked to her. I ain't told her where I live, nothing. But she literally parked right in front of my house. Not parked on the block or none of that. She parked right in front of my house. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was kind of spooky to me. I'm like, what the fuck? That was weird. So I walked up to the car. I get in the car. She tell me get in. So I get in the car. She got 2 kids in the back seat. Now she a real high yellow chick, so she had real high yellow kids. And they was twins. There was a boy and a girl. They was like 4 years old at the time. So basically she like, what you about to do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't got shit to do. I'm just on the block. She like, well, why don't you ride with me? I'm like, all right, cool. So we rolled off. She got drinks in the car. I got the weed. I'm smoking. She drinking. The kids in the back. They back there being kids. You know what I'm saying? We just riding off. Mind you, I just got this lady number. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm in the car with her. I didn't call her. I didn't text her. I didn't say nothing to her. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? She hit me up, came and picked me up. She already knew I was on the block. Came to the crib, let me know. She knew where I lived at. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like it was just crazy as hell, So, all right, I'm riding off with her. So we riding around this shit. We drinking. We went downtown. We didn't went like two other places, meet up with her friend or something. Went to the store. Then the next thing you know, she like, I want you to meet somebody. Mind you, this all in the same day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up? Who? She like, I want you to meet my mama. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So she from Joy Road, And I told y'all about Joy Road, But that's where she from. So we went over there because that's where her mom stayed at. You know what I'm saying? So we went over there and shit. And when we get to mom's house, we pulling the kids out the car. So I'm pulling the little boy out. She pulling the girl out. While we doing that, the little boy started getting attached to me. This is way before I had kids and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I was like 21. You know what I'm saying? So the kid just get attached to me, so I get to playing with him. You know what I'm saying? While we there at the mom's house and shit. So while we go in the house full of women. So apparently they over here throwing a barbecue, and it's all the mamas, the mama, the cousins, the aunties, shit like that. So it's all women here. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed the little boy. I'm like, man, come on, we going outside. Fuck that. We ain't about to be in here with them. So me and the boy go outside in the backyard. Just so happened it was a football, little squishy football, for like little kids. It was back there. I picked up the football, got to throwing it at him. Mind you, he 4 years old. He catching it, he throwing it back to me. All of that, like he learned it real quick. Like he never did this, but he was learning, as we played. Man, it was lovely. It was like me and him clicked. So me and him playing around. Next thing you know, all the women come out, they clapping and shit, talking, oh my God, y'all get together so nicely. You know how to be a man and blah, 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 all of this shit, right? So they just applaud me on like being a good man towards the boy. I'm like, it ain't nothing. It was just natural. I told you I grew up with my daddy. So it's just natural when it come to me and kids, especially me and boys. Like me and boys, we sink in. You feel me? Because I was there one day. You know what I'm saying? So I know how they feel. So we click. That's what happened with this child. He clicked with me. So after all that, we finally leave from the mom's house, right? While we leave from there, I'm thinking she about to drop me back off on the block. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day. Well, we get in the car. She like, what you got to do? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't got shit to do. Well, what's up? She like, well, instead of going over there on the block, why don't you come to my crib with me? Come chill with me. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Big. So I had got a whole free day out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I just went and did them little runs with her. Boom, now I'm in the birds. So we ride out, we go to her crib. She stay in Oak Park. Oak Park is a little city right on the other side of 8 Mile. Like in the 8 Mile Schaefer area, you know, that's 8 Mile Greenfield, that's Oak Park. You know what I'm saying? So she moved over there. Now she still close to the D, but she not in the hood. She still in the birds. You know what I'm saying? It's just the birds right there. But it's still the birds. You know what I'm saying? And Oak Park don't play that shit. So ain't no none of that in Oak Park. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we go over there to her crib, right? Nice ass crib too. Glass, everything. I mean, nicely clean, everything. It was smelling good, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she already had this planned or what, but her house was immaculate. You feel me? Like real shit. And the kids, they came in and dispersed, went around playing, did what they did. Then the boy came right back to me, and he was just all up in my face. So me and him playing some more. Me and him then went outside. We then went outside where we out there playing. So we played for about a good 30 minutes. Brought him back in. So I bring him back in and shit. And girl like with Jackie, she like, she like, I want to tell you something. I want to make you an offer. I'm like, what's up? So she like, first of all, I fuck with you. She like, I've been knowing you for a long ass time. I'm like, what? She like, yeah, you been on this block for a long time, blah, blah, blah. She like, I've been watching you, woo, woo. She like, I don't want to seem weird or none of that, but I've been on about you, blah, 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 all of this shit, right? So I'm like, dog, that was crazy, but a lot of people did know me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I couldn't really take that from her. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So she like, look, she like, I fuck with you. You here? You see what I got going on? Blah 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 blah. She like, this is what I want to do. She like, I know you going through something. She like, I know you will bounce back any given moment. So she like, this is what I want to do for you. She like, you come move in with me, and I take care of everything. You don't got one for shit. I dress you up in all the newest designer. You know what I'm saying? You can have whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. It's all yours. So like, just be here and be a man to my son. She wasn't even tripping on the daughter because me and the daughter wasn't really clicking like that. It was me and the son. She like, I got, my daughter. She like, I just need you to be here for him. She like, as long as you do that, you can have whatever you want. And you out the hood, you don't got to worry about shit. She like, you could drive my truck, the Aspen truck. She like, you do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Till you get the ride that you want. You could just drive my shit. You could drop me off at work, pick me up. She like, you do whatever the fuck you want. She like, I got money. She like, you need money, I'll put money in your pocket, and you can go and do whatever the fuck you want. Straight up. She was trying to risk it all for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. At the time, I was like 21. I think I just turned 21, something like that. She was 35. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? So she was older than me. And it was like whatever happened with her and her baby daddy, they fell apart. But of course, she made it seem like it was his fault and all that shit. So he ain't around. So with me being as good as I am with her son, this is her proposal. As if I be a good man to him, she'd take me out the hood and change my whole life. I thought about that. I was like, I was like, give me a minute. Let me think about it. So you know what I did? I went and rolled up on Beezy. You know what I'm saying? I went and rolled a blunt. I sat there, I smoked that motherfucker. And I'm looking at her, because I'm smoking in her living room. Mind you, she ain't no smoker or none of that. But when she came and hit me with this, oh, fuck that. About to catch these fumes. You know what I'm saying? Because you tweaking. Hold up. So, rolled the blunt. Boom. I'm like, you know what? I like, let me sleep on it. And then I'll let you know. And she like, I respect that and everything. She like, I give you that. But she like, I want to know why. Why you got to think about it. I'm like, I'm a street nigga. We built our pride. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing we go for is a woman just come and scoop us up and just take us out the hood and all of this shit, you know? Like, that's like against our code. No matter what women say about hood niggas, that's all one code we share. That's why you see most hood niggas be fucked up because niggas would rather grind it out than to go run off with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga know the chances of something happening being out with that woman. And a hood nigga gonna react. And it ain't even his beef. But since he there, he gonna react and now he going to jail for it. So most hood niggas don't take on women when they do that. And I'm telling you, we get them offers. We just don't take them, you know? So anyway, that was the case with this situation. You know, I ain't take the offer. So I ended up spending the night with her. You know what I'm saying? I spent the night over there because she ended up going to sleep and shit. I got in bed with her. We went to sleep. We ain't do nothing, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Woke up the next morning. She still asleep. I'm like, man, fuck that. I got to go to the crib. I got to shower. You know, I got to do what I got to do, you know. She like, give me like 20 minutes. I'm tired. Woo woo. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I got to go, you know. So the next thing you know, her son came, ran right in that motherfucker. Boom, he jumped on me, so I picked him up. I looked at her. I'm like, look, I take him with me. You know what I'm saying? Give me the keys. She like, all right, go ahead. I took him with me, jumped in the truck, pulled off, went to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I went and take a shower, all that shit, right? He in the house with me. Now look, mind you, this woman don't know me from shit. But she let me take off with her truck and her kid. You know what I'm saying? What if I was, you know, one of them type of guys and could have did some shady shit? You know, this just go to show you the desperation in a lot of women. She was real like desperate. You know what I'm saying? To where she did some shit like that. Now, yeah, of course, me and the son got along and everything, but again, she don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I could have reported her kid on her and say she not taking care of her kid. Look, I got her kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have went a few different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that told me everything I needed to know. So I was like, nope, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? My daddy chimed in. He gave me some advice on it because he seen me in her truck. You know what I'm saying? So he like, look, go ahead, cut that short. You know, because it's gonna be a whole lot more behind this than what you think. You know, like it might look good. You know, because I ended up telling him. You know, I was like, man, I got this cougar on my head. You know, that's trying to take me out the hood. You know. So he knew about it and he called me in her truck. So he like, yeah, you know. He like, you gotta let that go. There's something about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something serious she got going on, you know. I ain't never been scared to cut a woman off, you know. So I let it fly. Nah, I'm good. So I went and took back her kid and all of that. I was like, you know, I gotta roll. I'm up out here. She like, damn, straight up, just like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I ain't on that, you know. So, you know, have a great life. Catch you later. Boom. I had my mans come scoop me up. You know what I'm saying? She was sick. Like, damn, straight up. Like, yeah, straight up. So, because you just gonna throw me your son like that. And I'm a young hood nigga. I was on tip back then. You know what I'm saying? So he was in danger just being around me anyway, because I was I was on their life, on that type of time. Part of their life. I was in that era. You know what I'm saying? That was about around the time when it was coming to an end. But I was still out here doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know this because you just hypnotized because you like me or whatever. So now you just throw me your kid like that. Like, all right, go ahead, take him with you. But you don't even know me though. You know, you say you know me because you've been stalking me or whatever, but you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me. Like, come on, man. You only know me for seeing me on the block. What about when I'm not on the block? Because a lot of times I'm not on the block. A lot of times I am on the block. And then boom, 50-50. I'm on the block, I'm off the block. So you don't know what I'm doing when I'm not on the block. So what is you on? She was trying to hurry up, collect the nigga because she was, she hit that wall, you know. She was trying to hurry up and scoop a nigga up. That's how I looked at it at that time. But I don't know. I can't speak for that woman, you know. But that's what it seemed like, because she didn't even know me and she was just trying to give me everything. Now, if we hung out a few times or whatever, shit like that, and then she came with something like that, that'd be one thing. But she came right off the rip, like, psh, it got my mind wondering, like, what you running away from? What you running from? You got something a little deeper than me going on, because, nah, nah. What you mean be a man to your son? I'm not even a father myself, but now you gonna make me be a father to your son? Like, nah, you trying to train me. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And I'm out here in the streets. It just wasn't gonna work, you know. The time I had with her son, again, that was organically, I love kids, so it is what it is. Kids know good people, and that's just what it was. He knew a good person, so it was cool, but not to put me in the paint of being his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Taking his daddy's place just for you to control me. Nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that. So yeah, if that was a pride thing, then it was a pride thing. But she definitely was ready to risk it all for me. You know, and I had it. I had it. I could have took it and ran with it, but I stood ground. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then low key, I turned around and left her to go fuck with a broke bitch. And it wasn't even like that. Like, girl I went to go fuck with, she was like a high school sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? And man, me and her ended up linking back up. And I was just like, man, I'd rather fuck with her than Jackie. Because Jackie tripping. She don't even know me. At least I know girl. You feel me? So I started rocking with the high school sweetheart. Now, long story on her, all high school, me and her was all caked up, all of that. I got a picture with her too. I'm gonna upload that shit. But back in high school days, you know what I'm saying? At our homecoming, me and her instantly locked in as soon as we met. We was there from day one. You know what I'm saying? From like 10th grade year on. You feel me? So anyway, me and her linked back up. You know what I'm saying? The shit was cool. She had went out to AZ for a few years, and then she ended up coming back to Detroit. And around the same time she came back, it was the same time I was dealing with Jackie, you know. And then Jackie hit me with that. I'm like, oh nah, peace out. So I went to go link with the high school sweetheart. Come to find out, she a whole bum. So basically, I left the girl from the bird that had the bag with a damn bum. You know what I'm saying? Fucked me up, but I just went ahead and trashed it, kept it moving. I lost both them bitches because both of them was whack and, whatever. Moved on, right? Right after that, a couple months later, I went to jail. Boom, that's when I caught my case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in prison a whole year later, right? I'm in prison. And when you in prison, like the longer you be there, the more shit you would get to remember. You know what I'm saying? Like your memories start coming back. The more time you do in prison, your memory will come back. It's crazy, you know. Motherfuckers be in there remembering shit they did when they was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So anyway, memories started coming back. And I started thinking about Jackie. You know, she from previously from a year ago. I've been in prison all this time, you know. Her number. I don't know what it was, but her number popped up in my head. So I went to the phone, called her number, right? Boom, she picked up. It was her. You know what I'm saying? On a little 1 minute free call. So I hollered at her them 60 seconds. I'm like, hey, I'm just calling, just checking, seeing how you doing, wooty woo. I got a couple years to do and I'll be back, but I was just seeing how you doing, you know. She like, I've been waiting on your call, you know. She like, call back. I'm about to put some money on the phone. I'm like, all right, cool. So I hung up after 60 seconds. I'm like, damn, I remember her number and I got her back. Bet. I'm like, I'm about to have her ride my time with me. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna move in with her. I'm gonna get my life right. And then I'm gonna just take off. That's what I'm gonna do, you know. Man, hell no. I called back, right? She went off on me. The whole 15 minutes, she went off on me. Told me how I missed out, how I fucked up, all type of shit, you know. She was telling me about her crib that she had out in Houston, you know, how she really got the bag after I got locked up. And, you know, she just went off on me. Like, nigga, you fucked up. You missed out on the life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, straight up. She like, yeah, hung up on me. Blocked me after that and everything. Because I tried calling her a couple times. Blocked me and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Out cold, smoking. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I did miss out on a good thing. Maybe I didn't. But bottom line was, I come from the street, and one of our street rules is simply don't move in with a woman unless you have to. You know what I'm saying? First of all, don't do it. But if you have to, then that's one thing. But if you don't have to, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And she was just offering that right off the rip. Like, you don't know what type of shit I be into. And that's what I'm saying. At that time, I was doing a lot of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I was on tip. And you just got me in the crib with your kids and shit. And I'm dangerous. You know, like, you not doing your homework on who you dealing with. You just want a man around. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't feeling it. You know, I wasn't feeling it. So I wasn't going for it. Like, nah, I ain't doing it no way. We good. You know. Well, that was that. You know. And I found out my high school sweetheart, she was a bum. You know, so I missed out on both of them. Cool. Kept it moving. Caught my time. That's what it was. Girl smoked me. It's all good, you know. But salute to Jackie. I learned from her. You know, like it is women out here that, you know, that fuck with you and to help you out and turn you up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. She had a big ass question mark around her for some odd reason. It just didn't seem right. Maybe God sent her to me in a mysterious way. I don't know. But at that time, it just seemed a little weird to me, you know, how she knew where I lived and everything. It was just weird, you know. Had me meet moms on the first day and all type of shit. Like that shit was just crazy as hell to me, you know. So I wasn't going for it. But she said I missed out on the bag. So y'all let me know. Did I miss out or not? It is what it is. Been another live stream, roll up a pull up. Get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.